It's sour.
So you've kept your sense of taste.
In my dreams I have. Nowhere else.
Does that make this a dream?
It would have to be, wouldn't it? After all. I devoured you.
That's right. Don't you go forgetting it.
How could I ever forget it? The taste of your... How could I ever...
Looks like the fog's rolling in. Yep.
Eleanor, there's something I want to be sure we get perfectly clear.
Alright. What is it?
Laphicet is not your little Moloch.
What? That's all you wanted to say? You realize he doesn't belong to you either, right?
Indeed I do. Laphicet's his own person, and not anyone else's.
You're right. Malachim aren't just tools to be used by exorcists as they pleased. I'll be more careful not to forget that.
Good, as long as we're on the same page.
Since we're on the subject of reminders, you haven't forgotten our little bet, have you, Velvet?
You mean the 100 gold on whether I'd break? No, I haven't forgotten.
A word of caution. People can fight against pain, but they can't fight against happiness. If you're keen on winning our bet, I'd steer clear of ill-fitting dreams.
Sorry to break it to you, but all I have anymore are nightmares.
The fog's cleared. Good thing we didn't wind up getting lost in it.
Of course we didn't. Who do you think is running this ship?
A bunch of shameless rogues who are very good at shameless roguery.
Damn straight.
But it's strange. These waters don't usually see much fog.
Whoa! It's like a castle!
This used to be the base of operations for a rich trading family. When trouble came knocking, they were ready for it, to say the least.
Wow! They must have had a lot of enemies.
But that was a long time ago. Nowadays, it's just another town in the middle of nowhere. But even so, to us, it was the big city of our dreams.
You know this area well.
I grew up near here. Keep on going, and you'll run into a ball. My home village.
Then, the Therian is...
Yeah, somewhere in my village.
Is that okay?
No one will know me there. Everyone I knew, I already devoured. Luffy's alive?
What's wrong?
Well, that didn't break it.
Next time you suspect an illusory art, test out your theory on yourself.
You think we're all seeing an illusion?
It's possible. It wouldn't be the first time.
But an entire village? That shouldn't be possible.
Shouldn't be, no.
How do we approach this? Try to break it apart at the seams somehow?
No. For now, we and our enemies share the same goal. Come on. Help me look for the Therian.
Sure.
I think I'll stick with Velvet.
I won't stop you.
Keep a close eye on her. I don't think she's entirely right in the head at the moment.
Yeah.
My home. It hasn't changed a bit.
We need to be careful, Velvet. Eisen thinks this could be a trap.
You think Nico and everyone are being controlled?
I don't know. It's just...
You think it could be Melchior's doing. But even so... It's not going to work on me.
You're insane.
People can fight against pain, but...
I won't be deceived by this.
You'll open your wound!
You're warm. Luffy, you're really alive. Luffy?
He's been asleep. Ever since that day. I found him at the shrine. Collapsed on the ground. His wounds healed, but he's never woken up.
If he's still alive, that's all that matters. I'll find a way to wake you again, Luffy. I swear I will. We'll be together. I still have to thank you for this comb after all.
So that's where Velvet's comb came from.
Did Lord Artorias really try to sacrifice such a defenseless child?
What's wrong, Laphicet? You don't look like your usual perky self.
I'm okay. I'm just glad Velvet's alright.
What? Your name is Laphicet too? What a weird coincidence!
Yeah.
Hey, sorry about all that, you guys.
Don't worry about it. What are we going to do now?
If it were me, I'd make Laphicet something he really likes for dinner tonight. He can handle soup. Maybe he'll notice the smell of your cooking and it'll wake him up.
Yeah, maybe I should. Would you watch after him while I go buy what I need?
Of course. I am at your beck and call.
Is there anything I can do to help too?
Yes, please. I'll need you to be my taste tester.
I wonder if they've located the Therian.
Let's just leave that to them.
You're not curious?
Of course I am, but for right now, I want to stay close to Velvet. I've got a really bad feeling about this.
Something more important than finding the Therian?
Yeah. My stomach is twisted, and I've got a chill up my spine. I'm really scared.
Very well. I trust your feelings. We'll leave the Therian to Rokuro and Eisen, and stay with Velvet then.
Thanks, Eleanor.
Magilu, what will you do?
Whatever I feel like.
I shouldn't have asked.
Thanks anyway, Magilu.
Are you sure you're doing the right thing?
In the end, whatever happens, happens. Wiser words never spoken, right?
All right, first I'm going to whip up my special quiche. And then I'll throw in tomato and egg soup, and some pudding.
I didn't even know your face had smile muscles.
Hey, Could I get some eggs, milk, spinach, and tomatoes? And I'd love to know what cheese you'd recommend too.
You got it. And in celebration of your homecoming, I won't even charge. With you cooking up a feast like that, I'm sure Laphicet will wake up straight away.
Thanks. I really appreciate it.
You're getting spinach? I can't really handle it myself.
You'll never grow up strong if you don't eat your spinach, young lady.
I've done just fine without it so far, thank you.
Oh, if you insist. I'll leave it out just this once.
Wow, Velvet. You must be special. Not many folks get to be friends with an exorcist.
She's not my friend.
The way you two bicker, I find that hard to believe.
Oh yeah, do you have any prickle boar?
Oh, I'm sorry to say that I'm out at the moment.
That's fine. I'll hunt some up myself in the tranquil woods. Just like old times.
Actually, there haven't been any prickle boars there lately. You should try the Morgana Woods instead.
Okay, I'll do that. Thanks for the tip.
I don't think we have a chance! Attack!
Its guardian was angry at it. Hold on. You can read a guardian's heart? Yeah.
I'll show you the beauty of my spirit.
Not even worth my time.
This is hunting?
We keep this up and who knows how many we'll bring home.
I did good, didn't I?
Okay, this should be enough. Huh? What's wrong?
Nothing. I just feel a little sorry for them is all.
I hear you. These prickle boars might have all been family. People can be so heartless.
Yeah, I'd forgotten this feeling. But what can you do? At the end of the day, we have to eat just as much as they do.
Yes. What can you do in this situation, indeed?
Luffy's waiting for us. We should run on home now.
Luffy.
Shopping, hunting, laughing with friends. That was how our life used to be, wasn't it?
Yes, it reminds me of my own past.
Huh? But wasn't your village... I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. The happy times I shared with my family, I still treasure those memories. And even after the attack, I've still been able to find happiness. Eating a good meal, making new friends.
And falling in love?
Yes, falling in...
Love?
Look what you made me say, Bienfu!
There's nothing to be ashamed of. Most every girl's happiest memories are of her first love, after all. Don't you think there was someone special out there Velvet had feelings for?
A first love. Do you really think so?
That's enough of that talk, Bienfu. You sound like an old man.
No! I'm only 150 years old and already being treated like an old man!
But still, I would like to meet the guy Velvet first fell for.
I wouldn't.
I see. You're a guy.
Heard the news about your brother. I'm happy for you.
So, what's your plan now?
You guys were snooping around the village.
Yeah, we wanted to check out that shrine too, but we got stopped. Apparently, the Abbey's designated it off-limits. If there's a Therian around, it's probably there.
I'm going to draw it out. If this is a trap, things may turn violent. Either way, this place is about to get a lot less tranquil.
The same as everywhere else I've been.
You can quit here if you like, but I'm going to keep on fighting the Abbey.
And if I try to stop you, you'll insist, I presume.
Velvet, no!
I'll give you 1 day. Once you've made up your mind, come meet me at the Cape.
I'm with him. How tomorrow shakes out depends on what you decide, Velvet.
Your hand... It's...
As you can see, I'm a demon. 3 years ago, I was the one who attacked this village and...
I don't want to hear it! Demon, or no demon, you're still you. Okay, so you're scary. I'll get used to it. I promise, I'll keep it a secret. Let's just live here in the village like we used to, okay? You, me, and everyone else.
Nico.
That was rather good, Velvet.
Yeah. Laphicet gets a gold star for being such a good taste tester, too!
Tomorrow, I'll fix you up a nice stew.
Hey, is this... It's the original copy of the book on Enominat. And all the pages are here. Velvet...
Hey, Fee. Can I borrow your compass real quick? I'll give it right back. Please?
All right.
He really wanted a compass, more than anything else. Just like you, he loved to stare out at the sea, wondering what's on the other side. He wanted to go adventuring someday.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I bet once he wakes up, you two will be really good friends.
So, this is what your life used to be like before everything happened, huh?
What's gotten into you? Maybe I made the pudding a little too sweet.
Velvet, how do you know what it tastes like?
I think I'll get myself some shut-eye.
But what are you going to do about tomorrow?
Magilu, are there arts that let the caster manipulate dreams?
Huh? Dreams? Why?
There is, yes, an art that requires a certain type of Moloch. It envelops you in a fog and reads your regrets, then traps you in a happy dream.
An art that reads your regrets and shows you happiness. I'm going to the Cape.
Now? What on earth's gotten into you?
Velvet... Velvet! Don't go. Stay here. Stay with me.
This is Fee's compass. I'm sorry, Laffy.
No, don't. Wait. Velvet, wait. Don't leave me here. Fog, is this what Magilou was talking about?
We're going to the Cape Shrine. It's time to drag out the Therian.
Velvet!
There you are.
Velvet, you have to stop your friends. They keep saying they're going to the Cape, and they just won't listen.
The Abbey's forbidden anyone from going inside. We'll all be punished if anyone breaks the rules.
I hate to say it, Nico, but I think I'm a terrible person. I really thought I could have my old life back again, and I could forget everything else. I tried to act like I was doing it for Laffy, but it was all for myself. But I can't forget. I shouldn't forget. Laffy is dead. He was murdered without even knowing why. I will never forgive that. Ever! So get out of my way. If you don't, I'll devour you again!
Velvet. Why?
Why must you do this? There we go. The truth at last! Everyone attack! Out of my way!
Color me surprised. I didn't think you'd actually tough it out. What are you talking about? Focus on the monsters, sweetie.
No mercy! Wounds that will This way! The shrine's through these woods!
Hey, mind telling me what the hell's going on?
It's a trap. Trap, trap, trap. Our enemy spun an illusion based on Velvet's dreams.
That's a nasty little art.
But Velvet saw through it all?
She did. But even if it's all a dream, such brutality on her part.
Velvet's always been our brutal poodle. But to shake off the dream by herself, now that's something. The boundary between dreams and reality is demarcated solely by one's own heart.
What?
I'm saying she's wowie zowie cool beans. Come on, we gotta hurry.
It was all a dream. Hell, even if it wasn't, I won't turn back!
Woo! It's a big...
You broke me! Here's your justice! Fight in order! Here's need to be careful not to misuse my power.
Are we ready for this?
Welp, that about does it.
There it is! The Therian! Make a no escape!
Wait, I know you. Nico's dogs! Make it down!
No mercy!
Wounds I won't shoot!
Blast away the
I enter the fray. Double haze. For four.
Hurricane! Heal the wounds, but I can't feel the pain! Everyone attack!
Hurricane! Hurricane!
I can heal the wounds, but I can't heal the pain!
For four. Hurricane! Hurricane! Killing flash! But I'm this close. I won't miss. Form zero. Thunder!
I can heal the wounds, but I can't feel the pain!
Hold up. Double
Rise! Arise! Ascending! Angels!
Hurricane! Deception! For four! Killing flash! But I'm this close. I won't miss! Form zero! Thunder!
Sorry, pups. You're coming with me.
Velvet!
It's okay. I killed their owner. I deserve all their hate. And then some. But not now. Understand? Once I get my revenge, you can tear me apart if you like. I promise. Until then, I'll need your help.
Guess the art finally evaporated.
The book! It disappeared!
What book?
I found a copy of the ancient book with every page still intact. It was in Velvet's house.
Artorias' book!
The real one might still be there. We should go back to Velvet's house to search for it.
That was one hell of an illusion. I have to admire the skill that went into its construction.
The caster probably has a tethered Moloch with a unique power on the same level as my Reaper's curse. I can think of one person who would lay such a wicked trap.
Still, we may have a new clue to the nature of Innominat. You found Innominat's book, right, Laphicet?
Yeah, in Velvet's house.
Then let's hurry to Velvet's house.
It's empty.
No surprise there. Artorias is too thorough to overlook something like that.
If only I'd showed it to you as soon as I found it.
Don't beat yourself up over it. We wouldn't have been able to read it without Grimoire anyhow. It was just a dream. All of it.
Check out all these complicated-looking books.
A hand-drawn map!
Nice. It's incomplete, but seems quite detailed.
It's beautiful.
My brother drew it every day. Even when his fever got too strong for him to read a book, he'd stare at that map for hours.
Laffy said he wanted to travel the world?
Yes, it was his dream. I never understood what made him want to do something so dangerous. But I'm living his dream now. It's ironic, isn't it?
This was your room, wasn't it? You can knit?
I was trying to learn. Nico said she'd teach me how as a thank you for giving her my quiche recipe. We wanted to finish a set of scarves for the winter.
Velvet.
Forget about it. I don't need to knit anymore. Those are the graves of my sister and her son. He died before he was even born.
They're in rough shape. We should lay some flowers.
Don't bother. There's no point.
A keen insight. Eating one would be cruel enough, but plucking an innocent flower just to offer it as decoration for some memorial. That's not even a sacrifice, just a cruelty devoid of all purpose.
Melchior!
As obtuse as ever.
I take it you're the one behind the dream fog?
I must say, you did well to break free. Such resolve. If you weren't a Therian, I'd be tempted to take you under my wing.
Did you come here to flatter me?
Indeed, although I was already in the neighborhood to retrieve this book.
I'll be taking that.
This book was compiled by my dear friend, who was also Artorias' mentor and predecessor as head of the Exorcists. It contains the hopes and dreams left by a noble soul who gave his life for the world that grieved him. It is not for a tainted demon to touch.
Like we need your permission!
Look who obeyed me for once.
Is that... You didn't!
Be patient. You'll know everything before long. What we seek is the realization of a perfect order, as tranquil and beautiful as a wildflower in bloom.
A perfect order? Let's go. There's nothing left for us here.
Look! It's the Book of Enominat! What's it doing there? Wait! That's one of Arthur's!
Actually, it's a copy that Laphicet made.
Laffy made a copy of the book. He transcribed it all by hand, and then he sold it, just to buy me that comb.
There was something here for us after all.
Laffy.
If that's the complete manuscript, we might be able to unravel Enominat's secrets.
We'll have to show it to Grimoire.
Pulling one over on the old man, are you? Never a dull moment with Lady Calamity around.
All right. Time to drop off the pups and get Grimoire to translate this book. We're going back to Titania.
Listen, Eleanor really isn't spying on us. I was with her almost every minute, and when I wasn't, Velvet was watching her. And she's a woman who keeps her promises. She wouldn't lie to...
Laphicet.
We understand, Laphicet. It's Eleanor. If she were lying to herself to somehow keep spying on us, the guilt would fill her with malevolence.
I see. You're right. The fact that I haven't turned into a dragon proves that.
Thank you. Both of you.
I didn't think you were giving them information intentionally.
But there are illusionists like Melchior out there. That means we can't rule out someone recording your thoughts in secret.
I don't think we need to worry about that either. Not with you and Laphicet always near.
Now that that's settled, it's time for you all to testify to my innocence.
That could be difficult.
What?
Well, okay. Why don't you start off by telling us all about the time you sold us out to Teresa back in Helives?
Oh, why bring up that old yam? You're a very vindictive man, do you know that?
You're just figuring that out? Well, there's your proof at least. You wouldn't make much of a spy.
She really wouldn't.
Hey, that's not what I meant! You were mean!
Woohoo! My sister's making us pickleboard meatballs for dinner tonight!
Hey! What did I tell you about bothering travelers? Sorry about that. He's totally obsessed with food.
That's all right. Prickleboard meatballs, huh? Sounds delicious. They're really super tasty, but why's that?
We used to get deliveries of fresh, delicious prickleboar meat from the nearby village of Abal. But in the Advent 3 years ago, demons attacked the village, and now it's gone. It's such a tragedy. If they only could have held out for just one more day, I'm sure Lord Artorias would have saved them.
Artorias. Right.
Wow, the weather's just swell.
Huh? But wasn't there just a heavy fog?
Nope. Never seen a wisp of fog in this village. It's been sunny so long, I think I might dry up.
That means that fog was just another of Melchior's illusions.
Seems that way. Excuse me. My partner and I here would like to put on a comedy show if it's possible.
Ah, not often you run into someone with a real fire in their eyes. All right, show me what you got.
With pleasure.
Eleanor, I'm impressed. I didn't know you had this sort of initiative.
You just have to do what you have to do, right? Besides, if we pull this off, it could be our chance to get closer to Modulu.
Did you say Modulu? I haven't seen her recently, but she seems to be making a name for herself in Logris.
Yeah, her dances are really beautiful. Do you know her?
I do. Her and her teacher, Valta. Now, I'm not saying Modulu isn't great, but Valta was utterly sublime. I worry about him pushing Modulu so much, to be honest. He's never been one to accept compromise in his art.
Huh. I didn't know that.
We don't have time to stop and feel bad for our rivals. Did you memorize the script?
Of course I did. And I won't tolerate any slip-ups from you either.
Hearing that just makes me more motivated. Well, let's get going. We've got a show to put on. Hi there! Thanks for having us again! The Bienfu Keepers! Magic Hazam!
Whoa, back it up. Again? If we're supposed to be regulars here, then why does everyone look like they've never heard of Bienfu? And what's with this Magic Azam stuff? Is that some kind of spell?
Gosh, it's really been getting cold here lately.
Are you just going to ignore my questions?
What does it matter? Aren't you too cold to worry about things like that? Does this feel summery to you?
I can be cold and ask you questions at the same time. Actually, it is rather cold.
See? I said it was cold. In fact, I've been so cold lately, I even set fire to my clothes.
Isn't that going too far?
No, that's how cold I was. In fact, that wasn't enough, so I set the house on fire too!
Your house? Why would you do that?
Oh, don't worry. It doesn't bother me at all. And who said it was my house? The one I set on fire was yours.
That's a crime, you know.
Huh? What's wrong? That's not in the script.
Arson is a serious crime.
Well, yes, but...
In the script, the punchline was supposed to be, but when I saw how much it would cost to replace them, I got the chills.
Yeah, but I got into the moment and thought I could ad-lib something better.
You're advocating something morally abhorrent. Change it back.
What's the big deal? You're getting worked up over a joke.
Crime is not a joke. Even speaking as a normal citizen, I can't condone speech that promotes such a horrifically antisocial act.
Oh, now you've got me all mad. I give up. For good.
No, it's bad.
I said I give up. For good.
No, it's bad. My deepest apologies for putting on an act about something so terrible today, sir.
Well, the whole thing was meant to be about morals anyway, so how did we do?
Can I just ask you one question? Are you for real?
Yes, I am.
I should have known.
Velvet, let me in this instant!
You can't come in. And if you do, I'll eat you.
It's not just your room, you know!
You took an oath to obey my every command if you lost our fight. And I'm commanding you to wait just a little longer.
What are you doing out here in the hall?
I left to go out on a little errand, but when I came back, Velvet shut me out of our room. I've been standing here for over half an hour, but she seems no closer to letting me in. I don't know what to do.
Any idea what she's doing inside there?
No, I don't have a clue. All I can tell you is that sometimes I can hear something like deep breathing and soft moaning.
Well, she must be doing something in there she doesn't even want a fellow woman to see.
Something she doesn't want seen. Do you think maybe she's weighing herself?
Even if you allow for getting undressed and then dressed again, there's no chance it takes half an hour to weigh yourself.
Could she be putting on makeup? I've been yelled at for barging in on that before, although not by Velvet.
That's just because you're a guy. I hardly think Velvet would have a problem with me seeing that.
This is no time to just stand there lollygagging, kiddo! Velvet is obviously in great danger this very minute! Her life is hanging in the balance!
She's right! You know Velvet, never letting her weaknesses show. She probably kicked Madame Eleanor out because she didn't want anyone to see her in such bad pain.
That would explain the heavy breathing and moaning, too.
Now that you mention it, right before I left, she had a stiff expression and she did not look well.
Well, kiddo, are you going to abandon her in her time of need? The moment to test your mettle has come at last!
Test my mettle.
Will you go in there or won't you? The fated decisive hour has finally arrived!
Velvet!
What is it, V?
Huh? Well, I thought you might die. So I...
Seriously? A little cleaning isn't gonna kill me.
But you were looking pale, and we could hear you breathing strangely and making weird sounds.
I don't think I was breathing strangely.
Then what was that noise? It sounded like...
When you're cleaning glass, you breathe on it first, don't you?
Then what about the moaning?
The inn has this room cleaned regularly, but they missed a lot of the details. When I looked at the cups, I saw they still had tea stains from whoever drank out of it last. That's enough to make anybody moan in disappointment.
Oh, I see. But if you told me you were cleaning the room, I would have offered to help, you know.
Everyone has their own unique way of cleaning things, so in the end it's just faster to do it myself. My sister had her own ways, and I'm sure you do too, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Anyway, I'm finished so you can come back in again. Whew, what a relief to have that all done.
It's a history book titled The Rise and Fall of Midgand. About 800 years ago, our continent was conquered by a military force from another continent. Few records exist of the following 500 years, a period known as the Era of Darkness, or the Dark Period. Then 300 years ago, a great hero named Claudin Asgard reunited the kingdom, bringing an end to the Dark Period.
Claudin, huh? Where have I heard that name before?
All right, that's enough for today.
Thanks for teaching me, Arthur. Your techniques are so amazing. Where did you learn them?
They came from my own master, a man named Claudin. He developed them himself.
Wow, they're so graceful. I wish I could move like that.
I've taught you the forms, but for some reason your execution deviates from the ideal.
Well, my body just kinda moves on its own.
You're a handful, Velvet. But I will say you do resemble Claudin some. He was a strange person himself. He always wore this peculiar cape, for instance.
Cape, you say?
Deep down, Claudin was strong like fire, vivacious like water, steadfast like earth and free like wind. I can't help but admire him to this day.
Wow, I'd love to meet him.
Sadly, that's impossible.
Is he dead?
Yes, he is. He died to protect me. That's why
No way. The events recounted in this book happened 300 years ago. It can't be the same Claudin.
Velvet, are you okay?
I'm fine. Don't mind me.
King Claudin was quite strong, wasn't he?
He was more than just that. He's the most well-loved and trusted king in our history. Or so the book claims.
To this day, all of Midgard's rulers claim to be direct descendants of King Claudin Asgard. Knowing that, there might be meaning behind them bestowing Artorias with the grandiose title of Shepherd. I could see it as an attempt to recreate the same glory enjoyed by the Hero King who ended the Dark Period.
If that's true, it's a childish ploy. The world's not so easily changed.
I wouldn't be so sure. What matters is that the title inspires hope in the people, who in turn give him their support. Then, as their shepherd, he can guide his flock in any direction he pleases.
If Artorias knowingly accepted that title, we can be sure he's fully committed to his cause.
Oh, he's certainly committed. I've seen just how far he's willing to go.
Welcome back. Did you find the Therian?
Yeah. We're bringing these two back to Titania.
Dogs? Look, lizards, no problem. Walking hunks of armor I can deal with, but dogs? On my ship?
You're not a dog person.
I was, bit by one when I was a kid.
Then you've got nothing to worry about. If they're biting anyone on this ship, it'll be me.
Are you okay, Velvet?
Oh, sure. They're just dogs.
No, I mean, in general. Fine, they can come aboard. I'll take us back to Titania.
We have to take good care of Orthy and Russ.
That's on you. They won't let me near.
Yeah, well, what do you expect? You only killed their master.
Don't worry. I'll take responsibility.
You mustn't! They're quite vicious, you know! I just asked them if they wanted to be friends, and they suddenly bit me!
I'm sure you said something to irritate them, like, I'll make you my minions! You had it coming.
She knows.
But you have Therians to find, Laphicet. You won't be able to look after them all the time.
I suppose... What should I do?
You could ask Kamoana and Medissa. Kamoana said she once had a dog. Even if they get a little rowdy, Medissa will be around to keep them safe.
That's a good idea. I'll go ask them.
Thanks. We can't be killing off Therians. Besides, they remind me of Nico.
Velvet.
You want a pet dog, Laphicet? You should go to the Abbey then.
Why the Abbey?
Because the place is full of the shepherd's lapdogs. Get it? Lapdogs!
Yeah, I get it. Ha 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 ha.
I devoured them again. No, don't.
So, you said your little brother made this copy. He could read the ancient tongue. That's amazing.
Laffy was different from most other kids. He read books a lot because his body was so weak. He studied all the time, so that he could be ready to travel the world one day. Which was kind of funny, considering he'd hide in my bed whenever he had a nightmare.
Really?
But I don't care that he got scared. I just wanted him to live. That's why I have to.
Velvet!
I'll devour as much as it takes. I will have vengeance.
Velvet!
Done. The art is attuned to you.
Thank you. This time I'll make sure to finish what I set out to do.
I've gotta say, I didn't think you had it in you, Oscar.
I don't believe I asked for your opinion.
Lord Artorias!
Go back outside, Teresa. We'll see you when we're done.
Are the rumors true? Are you using that experimental art on Oscar?
It is true.
I was under the impression it was still incomplete, sir.
Yup. There's still a potentially fatal weakness for its channeler.
We've taken the theory as far as it will go. The next step is to learn its control and actual practice.
Don't tell me you intend to test it against that Therian! Please, let me do it. I should be the one, not him!
You are not strong enough.
Then, at least let me back him up!
So you can take the enemy out before Oscar uses the art? A noble plan, but I'm afraid it'd mess everything up.
How so?
It was my idea to volunteer, sister. I failed at Titania, and allowed the Therian to be stolen from Palamedes. I need to atone for my mistakes.
Then let me come with you.
I have different orders for you. Teresa Linares, you are hereby relieved of your duties as an exorcist, and are to return your Moloch.
Relieved of duty? Why?
For our plans to be realized, we require an especially strong Moloch. We've analyzed your Moloch's dormant abilities, and he is of considerable power, on the same level as the young Moloch who betrayed us for the enemy.
Simply put, you just don't got what it takes to handle him, sweetheart.
How could you?
When this is all over, I'd love to have some of your homemade cooking again, sister. I could go for that quiche you used to make.
How can you talk of that right now?
Lord Artorias.
I know what you're going to ask. Yes, Oscar, when you fulfill your mission, I will make Teresa an exorcist again.
Oscar, are you doing this for...
Don't worry about me. I'd go to the ends of the earth and back for a plate of your delicious quiche.
No. Oscar, don't go! Oscar!
What should I do? If I don't do something, he'll... Huh? What's this? I'm receptive to that art and to you.
Where am I?
Take it easy, Velvet. You've been out for 3 days.
Then that's 3 days wasted. What's the situation?
Well, let's see. For one thing, Grimoire's been deciphering that ancient book. She says that this new copy is complete. All the pages we were missing are there. As for the dogs, Kamawana's taken a real shine to them.
All right then. Now we just need to find that last Therian.
Velvet, no! I said take it easy. Seriously.
Oh, hold on. Have you not had anything to eat?
Well, I just thought, since you hadn't either.
Are you serious? Why would you do a full thing like that? You'll die if you don't eat.
Actually,
He won't die if he doesn't eat. Malakim don't actually depend on food for sustenance. If they do eat, it's only as a quirky hobby.
All right, if you're sure. If you feel like going hungry, it's your life. But there's no sense in doing it on my account.
Huh.
Good to see you're feeling better again. As you probably noticed, we made it back to Titania already.
Sorry to keep you all waiting on me. Get everyone together. We meet now.
Well, that could have gone better.
I just wanted to better understand the hardships Velvet's suffering through. It seems unfair for her to bear all of it alone.
Well, she's... how can I put it? A very straightforward kind of person.
But nothing gets under her skin like a clumsy display of sympathy.
What should I do about her then?
For now, just get something in your tummy. Any good warrior knows you eat when you have the chance. Even Malakim have more strength on a full stomach than an empty one, don't they?
Yeah.
It's true. Food will fill an empty stomach. But what is there to fill an empty heart, I wonder?
Time for some grub, Laphicet. What are you hungry for?
I'll have some stuffed giant squid. Or prison crab dumplings. Or sea snake bowl.
It's your first meal in 3 days, right? Better stick with something mild or you'll be sorry. How about a risotto or vegetable rice soup?
That could be nice.
I could go for some borscht or shark fin and egg soup. For dessert, I'll have a sweet bean and jelly fruit cup, a giant parfait, and a triple berry cake.
Zip it, Magilou.
Oh well, I'm getting full just thinking about it.
I think I'd like some rice porridge, with a pickled plum and baby sardines on top.
Ooh, an austere choice.
And an apple.
In that case, you should have some apple boo.
Apple boo?
What on earth is that?
It's just grated apples. But when my brother wasn't feeling well, I often fed it to him.
I think I'd like to try some.
If you insist, I'll make some for you. At least it's something I can make without needing to taste it.
Okay, I insist.
Okay.
If you're already making some, I'd like...
Zip it, Magilou.